not really sure what to expect. Of course, we have already driven quite a lot the past few years, a lot of 24-hour races. We know the intensity of those kind of races, but I think the biggest challenge for us will really be the thing of jumping from one brand of a car to another brand. I think that's going to be where we're really going to challenge ourselves, like properly.
And I think about the rest, we know that Sebring is very bumpy, the track is physical, the heat doesn't make it easier clearly, so we just try to stay as relaxed as possible, to stay as hydrated as possible, and then we are up to any challenge.
Well, it's not only two different brand of cars, two different categories. So there is a lot of different way of driving, different thing we need to change. On the Porsche, we are in the GTE class. The GTE cars doesn't have ABS, for instance, where the GT3 all have some. The way of driving the car is really different. The GT3 is a car that is asking much more commitment, like you really need to push the car and to be, I would almost say, like aggressive with the car, when the GT is more into finesse, and that is just a question of category. After that, you have the fact that on one way we're going to drive a Porsche, and on the one we're going to drive a Lamborghini. The conception, the engine, all the inside of the car, all the buttons are completely different. So I think we're going to get a bit schizophrenic, you know, like looking for the pit limiter and like, oh no, it's here, oh no, it's that, you know, like it's going to be a lot of different little adjustments we're going to have to do. And I think it's going to come with the laps when we will get into, you know, the switch a few times. But it's going to be a challenge.
We have ideas what to expect. We know both cars, we know the track now quite well. We have driven some laps already during prologue, during last year's race. Like I said, we just have to stay focused. Sometimes it's just to go away, take a quick break to resettle, and then we go again.
I would also add that it's not only about how us, the driver, are going to manage it. I mean, it's a big part of it, but we will also luckily be able to rely on the people around us, our engineer in both teams, or, you know, like the team around us, the Iron Links and Iron Dames people, because we will need some help. We cannot do it alone, you know, and we already know that both team engineers, they are communicating with each other, so we're making sure that, you know, if we have one driver that is finishing a session, it's not the same driver that is starting the other one in the other championship. It's all about teamwork, you know, and I think it's pretty impressive that we're gonna achieve all of that with so many people around us, and thank you guys for that.
It's just that switch of when you go from one car and into the other, like that first lap of just getting used to like jumping from the one car to the other. I think that's going to be the hardest challenge. In the end, we are all race drivers. We know how to drive different cars, different brands, and after, I mean, we need to make the difference of making that switch very quick, which can be very difficult for some drivers because they are used to one brand, and now we need to show that we are capable of actually going from one brand to the other and making that switch as fast as possible. And like we said, we don't know what to expect because we haven't really tried to do it that close to each other. Of course, we have tested both cars, but on different days. So I think it's going to be interesting to see how we all deal with it. And here again, like Sarah said, with the team, we have to support each other. We have to be there to help each other, and then I think the result will come by itself.
Have you ever done it actually, like driving two different cars the same day during a race weekend? Did it happen to any of you?
No, I did the GT3 and the GTE with the Ferrari, like ELMS and Michelin Le Mans Cup, and that was like way too difficult for me. Like I was like,
good to know.
Yeah, I was like, so I have that like a bit of a nightmare. Like that was very difficult, but I think the experience is a bit higher now, so yeah, I'm not so worried.
Good girl. You?
Maybe you should ask Rahel.
No, actually it's a first. Not that time, it's a first.
I did it 10 years ago.
Oh really?
Yeah, I did the same weekend, 24 hours of Spa on McLaren GT3 and Belgian Touring Car Championship in Silhouette car.
What you did?
It was just kind of crazy because also, you know, in Spa, the paddock, I was running like so many kilometers every day. It was the paddock got just even bigger than here, so.
No.
Let's go, girls.
No, absolutely no go.
She doesn't like it.
I think
It's a great song.
I think we all have different things, you know. Like we are not really saying a specific thing to each other. Like maybe we give each other like a certain look. Like now it's the time.
It's go time.
It's go time.
We are more like, who can use new tires? Who can do quali?
Well,
No.
Yeah, but it's not like Instagram material.
no, that's true.
We need Instagram material. That's what Lulu.
Oh, you and your Instagram live.
I mean, during the tests, when I was in the car. Sometimes Sarah, she came in a position where she knew I could see her,
Yeah,
like
I
from
do that.
outside, and she gave me the look, like, okay, I knew, okay, the lap time is pretty good. It's a bit like with my dad when I was younger. He gave me like a specific look when he was satisfied, and Sarah did the same. She
We
was
just
like,
don't need to talk.
It's just the eyes.
It's all in the eyes.
Yeah.